Hello and welcome to Reading Poetry Badly. I'm going to do another poem today, which is a Petrarchan sonnet, and another one based on the video I said that I watched with the last poem, which was a commentary on character, discussion on character, which General Stanley McChrystal, had mentioned while being interviewed by Jon Stewart on The Daily Show. And this is just another attempt for me to learn how to write this particular kind of poem. I thought that would be a good reason to write one, so we're going to do it. The last time I just kind of briefly said what I meant by a Petrarchan sonnet, so I'll give a more detailed idea of what that is. First thing, it's a type of poem which includes 14 lines, and it's separated into two sections, which is an octave and a sestet, and they are separated by a turn, which they call a volta, which is just a change in thought or some sort of solution to the original question that's being posed in the original octave, the first 8 lines. So it follows a rhyme scheme of ABBA, ABBA, and then the sestet finishes with either CDE, CDE, or CD, CD, CD. The first poem I did, I ended with the CDE, CDE, so I'm going to do this one in CD, CD, CD. The original poem, I think I said, was by a guy named, no, I didn't say this, but this is a poet named Giacomo da Lentini. In the 13th century, actually invented this type of sonnet, but it was popularized by the poet Petrarch, hence its name, and he was in the 14th century. Some more things about it, I guess, is that it was originally in 11 syllables, but now most people usually do it in 10 syllables in an iambic pentameter, which is a stressed and then an unstressed and then stressed syllable pattern. I've done this one in 11 just to, I guess, pay homage to the original. And I'm not going to promise that it's following the iambic pentameter precisely, but I tried my best. What else can we tell you about it? Again, it's like a little question and answer period almost. You suggest something and then maybe a solution or a separate argument to that. So the octave will be what my problem is, and then we have the volta, which is called the turn in thought, and that's for the argument, and it gives some sort of solution or another idea. And that leads to the sestet, which is your conclusion. So that being said, this one here, my intention was to do a matter of responsibility in character, or whether or not you're responsible, but I kind of got drowned out this week by what's going on in the political world, and people being shot and whatnot. So that kind of drifted into the poetry, and I ended up with this. I'm just calling that responsibility in politics to keep it simple. But this is a Petrarchan sonnet about responsibility, and it's just to add to a discussion about what can we do as a person in our character. How can we make the world around us a little better? So, responsibility and politics. No one wants to take responsibility. It's much easier to pass the buck along. When our leaders treat politics like ping pong, one may get a feeling of futility. Add to this the common man's docility, those of us who choose to hide within the throng, leaving it to someone else to right the wrong, thus in turn causing social fragility. The way to fix it is to come together. Finding middle ground is what is best for all. Turn off those screens, crawl back up from the nether. Hand in hand we help each other to stand tall. Side by side we can outlast stormy weather. It's united we stand, divided we fall. And that is my second attempt at a Petrarchan sonnet. And it's just, I don't know, I've noticed in the last probably 10, 20 years in election cycles that there seems to be an awful lot of finger pointing and, they did this, they did that. And nobody seems to want to actually step up and take responsibility for what's actually happening. There are people that do, of course, but most of the stuff that we see on TV and on YouTube and whatever, TikTok, whatever your preferred poison is, it's always, it's their fault. You got to do like what we say and then it'll be right. But you meet in the middle. That was the whole idea, I think, of the politics in the first place, so that we could find common ground to build something on, not spend all day hating each other for somebody else's agenda. And that's my second take, second stab at a Petrarch sonnet. I hope you liked it. Either way, thank you very much for listening if you're here, and I hope you have a great day. So long.